use technology to make social changes and social outcomes, it's a great way to see the youth actually using that. Considering we are a population of 1.3 billion which is going to grow, if you really wish to have equitable access to services and to other things, technology will be one of the key solutions. Sometimes you can have all the right intentions, you can have all the right idealism within you, but you do not know how to put it to action. So I am Pallav Patankar. I am one of the CTMs of the Digital Bharat Collaborative. I currently look at UP as a state, and I also look at HR as well as communications within the DBC, and I look at other programs across the country like ESIC. By background, I am a management trainee, as also with a master's in biotechnology, worked in the development sector, especially in the area of HIV and prior to joining Piramal Foundation, also in health tech. So today I think my focus area is how to use technology in the health space as well as in the governance space, and how to improve tech outputs in terms of good governance or health outcomes using technology. That's what I look. The combination of the fact that one is our vision statement, where for Piramal Foundation, where we work through youth and through women, to see youth actually make changes which are going to improve their lives and their situation in this country using technology as an enabler, I think is extremely exciting. And I think that is one of the solutions, considering we are a population of 1.3 billion which is going to grow. If you really wish to have equitable access to services and to other things, technology will be one of the key solutions. The era of hyper information, because you have information coming in from various sources, right? You have the internet, you have the news, you have so many social media platforms which are coming, and I think within that, it's not that there isn't the right news, but there is incorrect news, or it is not represented in the right way. And to be able to then evaluate whether this is correct information, incorrect information, out of context information, or information which is just plain gaslighting information, becomes extremely critical for any sort of social development work, where that this information is being given incorrectly because somebody is just playing mischief out here, or knowing that this information has been given with the right intent but in the wrong context or in the wrong framework. So I think first of all, it is taking our youth from a very academic, ideological kind of a platform and putting it into reality. Because when you go into the real world, sometimes putting your right intention and your idealism and your value system into action is in itself not that easy. Everyone around you or everything around you is not geared to cater to your idealism or your sense of right or wrong or your value system, right? So as to understand how to do that, how to maneuver within that space, how to take everybody along, how that some of the battles are actually with people, and to be able to surmount that, I think is extremely essential for a leader to understand. And when I see the process that the Gandhi Fellows go through, that is exactly the process that they go through, because I see their turmoil in the first 1 month, because they don't have that wherewithal to be able to do that. But then you see them after 6 months, and you see them after 1 year, and you see them as transformed personalities, because they have understood how the system works, and they are able to then work within that system for a positive outcome. And I think that is the most powerful thing which happens within the fellowship. Today's youth compared to probably I think there is huge amounts of resources which are there, but I think there is also huge amount of confusion as to how to use those resources. And I think what you just asked me is probably that how do you now use that information, structure yourself, and go into the right pattern of thinking and implementation becomes extremely critical to your success or your failure. And I think that becomes extremely essential for today's youth. There are n number of career options, n number of options, n number of technologies, something that probably 10 to 15 years ago didn't exist. And I think to be able to understand how to put those in operations become extremely essential.